probably at least 200 bad labels.
Always.
Well, that says company money going to good use.
It really does. And you know what else?
Have Adam cue the music.
Yeah.
Cue that wonderful music.
There it is. That happened quickly.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, it did.
Welcome to another episode of In Our Honest Opinion. I am Will, and joining me as usual is...
Taser Spider.
Uh-oh. I think I just deleted all of our notes, guys.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Yeah. That's no bueno.
Did you really?
Shake it. Shake it to undo. All right, I think we're good. And you are?
Warface still.
Yeah, you got it this time.
Oh, I hope that's our episode name.
That's out of two, what you saw it at the
Yeah,
very top?
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
You want to go ahead and say it?
No, keep going.
Oh, okay. All right.
Keeps
That's
falling
funny.
out.
There we go. I keep trying to put it back in.
But it's so tiny, it just doesn't stay.
It does. It's just such a big hole. Anyways, before we move on to whatever, man, this episode's going to cover all kinds of trailers because we are 2 weeks behind on them.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, this is moonshine.
No, that's a jar of piss, like from Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about Chris Rock doing something a little different about Batman, John Wick, Game of Thrones.
That is
True
all what
Lies.
Chris Rock is doing.
Woo! Yeah, there's everything that he's spearheading.
Yeah, he's not though. He's doing Fargo.
And before we talk about New Coke,
Everybody loves Chris.
What do you got to say to the people, Marvin?
I got to say that New Coke is coming back because of Stranger Things. And to give us a 5-star rating and a written text review. Because, why, Adam?
Because we love those digital hugs.
Yes,
Oh.
the digital hugs.
Yeah, man.
I love
All the way to completion.
I love the digital hugs and live studio audience.
Oh, yeah. Those are really great bits that we have.
Yeah, a huge fan of those two things.
Indeed.
Anyways, so please leave all of that fun stuff. And remember, you guys can always go to inouronestopinion.com, which was my favorite callback out of any of the obscene ones that you did last time.
Point made?
Yeah, point made. Like, that's still my favorite. Like, I listened to the episode again today, and I was just all like, point made.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No one knows what we're talking about, but it's okay.
it's okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about New Coke. New Coke.
Like Scarface Coke?
Yeah. But new though, so it's not that
Okay.
old stuff. His expired.
Oh,
It's been
yeah.
on that table for too long. Coca-Cola announced that in a partnership with Stranger Things, they're going to re-release New Coke. Do you guys remember the New Coke debacle from way back in the day?
Vaguely.
Considering I was 1 year old, I would say no.
I just remember people making jokes about it.
However, I did read up on it. I mean, New Coke still exists.
Does it?
It
Where? It has to be another country.
No, it exists in Cherry Coke and Diet Coke.
Really?
Yeah, those aren't original Coke formulas. They're actually the New Coke formula with the flavorings and artificial sweetener.
Sweetener.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just like Slurm.
So they're not actually doing anything like beyond printing old labels.
I mean, all they have to do is put actual sugar with that formula,
Yeah.
and they're
And then they're like, there we go.
good
It's
to
Coke
go.
Classic.
Yeah. Slap a label on that, and they're like, people will buy a ton of them because it's part of the whole marketing scheme.
So supposedly it was sweeter. It tastes more like Pepsi.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what they were
Aspartame.
going for.
So I was going to ask if you guys ever had a chance to try it.
I don't recall.
It's 34 years.
Funny story about that. I was
We're all
probably
older.
about 5 or 6.
You
There
were
was
trying
a
it?
there was a Little Caesars.
And that's all they had?
No, that they actually had it as in the fountain.
Oh, really?
Which is not unusual.
That says a
because-
lot because it was a
The
Little Caesars
syrup,
with a
those
fountain.
boxes.
Yeah, well, it's not unusual for that stuff to still be produced. For example, what was it? What was that? Surge. Surge never actually went away.
Yeah.
There were some restaurants.
It's a pretty can, huh?
There were some restaurants that were still actually getting
They were still serving Surge.
Yes. Believe it or
that's
not.
that ugly green, like in red label.
That's like the orange citrus.
Yeah, it's a thing that
Is
like
that the
very
one that like
Nickelodeon.
everybody was all like, if you drink it, you're never gonna have kids because of the
No,
was
it
it
was-
yellow number
Oh,
5?
that was
or
Mountain
whatever?
Dew.
It was Mountain Dew,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Surge would just kill you because it will stop your heart.
That's it.
It actually wasn't that bad with the caffeine.
No, like sugar. All the
Yeah.
sugar.
I mean, yes, it does have a crazy amount of sugar in it. I did try it when it came back. I'm like, it's tasty, but
Yeah.
it's not.
It's no Ecto Cooler. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's
That
be
did-
real.
That did come back. Was that
It
last
did.
year? Right?
It came back with Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Oh, that 3 years ago. Oh my God, how much time has passed?
It's
Well, that's-
quite some time.
Which you know what? I mean, Coke owns High C, so
Yeah.
I mean,
makes
they're not actually foreign to doing all this.
All this
That's
crap.
true.
all this bringing stuff back. It's
They need to bring back koala yummies.
You guys gonna try the new Coke whenever it hits shelves?
it's not hitting shelves. Though. That's the issue. It's going to be sold online, and
That I didn't see that. I didn't read that whole article.
it's,
Obviously, you didn't.
It's being sold online, and it's being sold at the World of Coca-Cola, which we actually have access to
in Orlando. We could take a
Yeah.
pic. If we do that, if we go, we're taking a picture with the polar bear.
Yeah, I think we should actually. That sounds like an Ioho thing.
It sounds like a good adventure. I mean, it doesn't cost any money to go to Disney Springs, so
Nope,
true.
We're going. Oh, there it is. You heard it here
I
first.
was actually there not too long ago, and I got one of their "It's the Real Thing" campaign shirts.
Sure.
oh, I like it.
Yeah. It's ridiculous how much merchandise like they actually do have like scattered all in.
Oh, there's a
there.
lot.
And it's all like, all right,
That's
I mean,
brisk, baby.
Coke's.
It's not even Coke,
The
I don't think.
claymation.
It was awesome.
I remember Rocky.
Yeah.
Frank
That's the one I was
Sinatra.
thinking of, the Rocky one.
Yeah, it was a Pepsi. Pepsi is brisk.
Pepsi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lipton.
Yeah.
yeah. I know
Uh,
that because man, when I worked at Coke, there was like things.
oh, you've disconnected me from
I-
hearing.
I disconnected me too because it's so far away. I
Yeah.
don't know if we could get that closer.
Anyways, what you're
Fine.
saying when you worked at Pepsi?
I can't hear anything. Hold on.
There we go.
That's better. God, it's so much better when you can hear yourself.
I remember that when we first started doing it, he's like, "This is weird."
Yeah,
hearing
he's like, I
yourself."
don't like this.
And
This
yeah,
is terrible.
It's the norm.
Yeah, but now I don't want to not have it.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I worked at Coca-Cola, which was a very miserable job.
Sponsorships all over the place here.
Yeah, they're gonna love it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Coke.
You
It
like
was,
that?
It was Coke that was selling to other businesses. Coke. It actually is a separate division from actual Coca-Cola Corporation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's the same
Infiltrate the
thing.
dealers, find the suppliers.
Yeah,
What,
it's,
what is that from?
21 Jump Street.
There it is. Thank you.
but anyway, you weren't allowed to bring any Pepsi products or things that.
Oh
thing-
yeah, if you're
thing-
caught drinking a Pepsi product, even when you're out and about, you get in trouble.
Yeah, things that are
You get
made.
fired.
Things that are made, like Pepsi owns.
Yeah.
Like
Part
Taco
of the
Bell.
umbrella. Oh,
It's
better
like
not catch you with that chalupa.
it's like don't come in there with that taco from
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Wow.
I thought you can eat the food, but you can't drink. You can't have
You
any.
weren't allowed to bring it into the
Yeah.
into the campus or
Yeah.
whatever they called it.
Yeah, it's a campus.
It's
That's
campus.
funny. Well, that's Coca-Cola for you. The
Yeah.
last Coke thing I'm going to say is the orange vanilla is not too bad. Man.
Oh,
I like
you
it.
know what? I was joking about
what?
it though.
The orange vanilla Coke.
Oh.
that's
There
out.
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that's
I haven't had that. I
like
like the vanilla Coke.
I
I
really
love
do
vanilla
not.
Coke.
I really
I
don't.
like the Bargs with vanilla too.
Yes, that's a good
Yeah,
one too.
vanilla Coke I'm not a fan of, and
Marks.
orange vanilla I could take or leave.
Whatever.
But I will say this: getting back to what I was saying, New Coke was in a fountain at a Little Caesars.
Oh, that's right. We were on that story.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet Jesus,
Yeah,
we derailed.
going back to that story.
Yeah.
New Coke was
tangents ago.
actually in this fountain,
That's
and
crazy.
it was a Little Caesars that was in a Kmart, so it was a sketchy Little Caesars.
Oh boy.
And
Yeah,
it was in Pennsylvania, and I remember I wanted to try it. My mom told me no, it sucks.
Wow.
She's like, "Don't get that; it's awful."
And now we will be able to tell for sure.
so now I'm gonna buy it overpriced
Yeah.
online.
Yeah. If you can get
You're
some
gonna
of the
get it
pretzels
online.
too.
I was about to say.
That'd be great.
I think we're just gonna do the Disney Springs.
I was
thing.
just gonna order it online because I don't trust it being actually available. Because it's only certain days at the World of Coke.
I hear the unwrapping going on in the back, like in the headset. Meanwhile, over here on the list, next topic is this movie is being turned into a TV show directed by McG? True Lies. Do you guys remember True Lies?
Do it slowly. Do it
Yeah.
sexy.
That's the only time I ever found her hot, by the way.
The Activia commercials don't do it for you?
No. So that was Jamie Lee Curtis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Eliza Dushku,
I'm just thinking about those where she randomly shows up and they're like, "Hey, if
Tiara Carrero when she was the
yeah,
hot
but
thing.
she's there like, hey, you're not feeling regular? Eat Activia.
Yeah,
It's gonna help with things moving along."
Bill Paxton, rest in peace. Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold's still alive, right?
Did you know that Bill
Yes.
Paxton also did Activia commercials?
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And that's everybody that matters. Charlton Heston. I'm not a fan of his.
It was in Japan.
Charlton Heston was in Japan?
No, it was in
so they
Japan that
buried
Bill
him.
Paxton did those Activia
Oh,
commercials.
gotcha.
Hopefully people look those up because they don't exist.
You're just sending them on this wild goose hunt chase thing. But yeah, so True Lies was actually directed by, what's his name, right? James Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a good movie, right? He plays a top secret spy who's lying to his wife.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
you
Sorry,
did.
I meant him as in...
James Cameron can't play anything.
As in Jamie Lee Curtis.
You can play a
an
rich
actor.
guy.
Yeah, he can.
He could play a rich
really
guy.
rich guy.
Yeah.
Someone who would just go diving down to the Titanic for years, even after the film was done.
For fun.
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah. That guy's
In a helicopter. And a box of scraps.
I mean, dude, there could have been a giant shark or whale that ate that little craft that he's going down.
Nothing,
at.
and he didn't care. He's just all like, "So what are you doing?" I'm gonna go see the Titanic.
I was bored.
Why not?
I got all this Avatar money, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this.
Exactly, the ship that's out there, the submersibles, all of the oxygen, and every other resource you need.
Yeah.
Pipe, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, so Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a top secret spy who's actually a what salesman? Do you guys remember what he was selling?
Was it insurance?
I don't remember actually. I was honestly asking.
He was a rubber nipple salesman.
Gotcha. So there he is trying to be a rubber nipple salesman, and then his whole world, like his two worlds collide.
Bonus points if you guys get what that is.
Oh, rubber
or
nipple.
where that's from.
It's a baby bottle. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. It's from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was an entire episode.
Wow. Yeah, that show truly was ahead of its time.
It was.
Yeah. So, anyways, any interest in the show
Computer
whatsoever?
salesman.
He was a computer salesman? Dang it. I thought it was like a refrigerator salesman or something stupid like that.
Just imagine how silly that is. Arnold talking about computers.
Yeah. Yeah. His voice trying to say megabyte.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. It hit you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, any of you guys watching this thing? True. And it's coming to Disney Plus. I didn't realize that.
Oh, it's on the DSP. Well, I'm going to have access to it. Might as well.
it's-
Is he are all these people reprising the roles?
Of course not, man. Come on.
Tom Arnold would be up for it. I guarantee
Yeah.
you, Tom Arnold.
He's
would-
not doing
would
anything
sign
else.
up.
That's why.
He's looking for aliens or some crap. like he
Him and the guy from Blink 182.
He's doing some kind of like alien conspiracies, like government conspiracy show.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, if he finds Bigfoot,
you and I are splitting the DSP, aren't we? Or are all three of us splitting the DSP?
I don't know.
Is that what we're doing?
I
was about to say, if we're all going to watch it anyway, we may as well make it a little
I
cheap
mean,
on
I
ourselves.
would be completely fine with splitting it three ways. If not, it'll be split two ways.
Yeah, exactly. I'm down to
Yeah.
split. So,
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I guess we'll see True Lies and we'll see how that
We're going to
turns
see
out.
True Lies. We're going to watch all of it.
Yeah.
What's funny about the whole
all of
thing
it.
is that it's
McG.
the only way I can justify that Disney Plus is actually splitting the cost of
Is because
somebody.
at that point it's stupidly cheap. And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
There's a ton of content. on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, there's True Lies. Did you guys ever watch this show called Humans on AMC?
By the way, going
No.
back to that last topic.
Little Caesars.
True McG?
No, yeah, with
Yeah, I was about to say, back to the story. You bumped into McG with a new Coke?
no, but I did
After
get
you saw
to,
True Lies.
but I did get to
Meanwhile.
meet Little Caesar.
Nice.
I don't know.
I did have the little puppet.
Little Caesar, by the way, a porn star of the late 60s.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh no. Anyways,
Him and Sylvester Stallone.
No, but going back to True Lies, they actually said that they are rating a cameo for Arnold. Hopefully, he does it.
Is he gonna get kicked in the back by that one kid and barely move? Did you guys see that video?
No. Was that in real life?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he was doing some show, I think,
I was
in
like,
South
why
Africa.
do I not remember this scene whatsoever?
And he was talking to a bunch of people in a gymnasium. Some kid went up and did like
Hadouken!
a leg drop, like both feet. He was airborne, kicked him in
Really?
the back. Arnold barely stumbled. And he's like, I need help. Buy me a Lamborghini.
Wow.
Yeah, this was an actual thing.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that.
That's crazy. And not only that, like a kick to the back would take anybody out.
Yeah.
And
And
it
meanwhile, Arnold
barely-
like, I coughed.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said that it didn't take him out?
No,
didn't?
Yeah,
No,
said
and he barely
budged.
moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed it from 2 different camera angles.
Hopefully, it shattered that kid's leg.
I know.
I hope so.
It just like, psh, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be great.
He really just took that kick. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's
So through the magic of all of this right
Pretty
here,
impressive.
Yeah. We finally did see the kick.
Time heist.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. So put the stones back where they belong.
Exactly.
and don't kick Arnold in the back.
Yeah, don't.
I
It's
mean, it's-
nothing to mess with.
I mean, a kid was just being a jerk too.
No, yeah.
He was
I
like,
need a
"Oh, yeah."
Lamborghini.
I need a Lamborghini.
And can I and for real quick, I know that not so much about the video, but for those listening, they're like, we're like, yeah, like that's crazy, and then just to switch and be like, man, that was a crazy kick. A split second, like Adam goes, and then we just jumped right into yeah. So we saw the kick.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that was the thing.
You just need a kick and then it'll wake you up.
Yeah.
Inception.
Oh, dang, that wasn't. No, what is that? That's a flat snap. There it is.
Unfortunate.
It is.
What are we
Sweet
doing here,
Jesus.
anyways?
Next
I don't
topic:
know.
Humans being canceled by AMC. Did you guys ever watch Humans?
I know of it. I didn't see it.
This is more just like a general
Is
letting.
it anything like Into the Badlands?
I tried to watch that, by the way.
Okay, so humans.
Yeah,
Isn't that like robots?
Yeah.
Like cyborgs and crap?
yeah. So
Okay, I do remember this now.
the official site of the AMC, whatever the heck.
They had like you were a robot or something. You had like the weird blue eyes.
I'm honestly surprised that this show
Yeah.
made it to 3 seasons because it didn't have a lot of promotion that I'm aware of.
I don't remember that much promotion, but
I remember a lot.
I
when
do remember-
Walking Dead wasn't in season.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I do remember the general reception to this was good. I'm surprised that like season 3, I guess, ended, and then they were like, "Yeah, we're not doing a season 4."
Yeah,
Yeah, well, maybe
those
they're
robots
part
are
of that.
expensive.
I was gonna say maybe
Westworld.
that's where people started
Oh,
getting
God.
money on the back end.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
the 3
they were
season
like 3
thing.
seasons and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, wait, we got to pay how much?" Sorry, we're pulling a Netflix. We're out of here. So yeah, Humans got canceled, guys. For
Yeah.
those of you
I'm sorry.
who pay attention.
I'm actually expecting a lot of shows to end at season 3 knowing this.
Yeah,
So when season 3 approaches and it gets canceled, I'm not going to be surprised.
at all.
No.
Of what?
How long did Ash versus the Evil Dead go?
3 seasons.
3
but,
seasons?
But that was a more
But was
of-
it known now that we know the truth?
I don't know, but it was
And the
a
Earth is flat.
but it was a thing of Stars wanted to change directions. I mean, they didn't want that type of genre show on their airwaves.
Stupid people.
They had new bosses.
Did they?
They
Yeah,
did.
that's probably what screwed it over. John Wick. Although, oh my gosh, although they said that this was supposed to be the last one, and then they were supposed to do like
TV show?
spin-off stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like John Wick 4 has been confirmed for 2021.
I still need to see the third one.
Yeah.
And I actually read an interview with the director,
Yeah.
and apparently him and Keanu have like tons of ideas. Like as long as people keep showing up, they're gonna keep making these.
Just like Fast and Furious.
So I've seen John Wick 3, and I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't a bad movie at all.
Did you go in? Man, I'm gonna hate this movie.
No, it was
You know
more
what?
like it's the third in a franchise, right? And so, like, this movie kind of reminds me of, I think the movie that kind of
Doesn't
started
mean a thing.
this whole
Will.
kind of thing. Taken?
Does it mean a thing?
Taken 1 was good.
Yeah.
Taken 2 was like, okay.
It was not good.
No, it was. Taken 3 was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Didn't they do 4 or 5 of those things?
They did the TV show after.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
See,
it ended with Taken 3, and then they did a TV show.
I checked out right after that. So it's one of those things where it's like the normal guy, like kind of being the hero thing. John Wick was kind of that. Although he was an assassin, it was the.
I wouldn't say a normal guy. I would say,
but it's the
a guy who is. Well,
fights.
no, not down there.
Dude, he was a guy that
He was just past his prime and retired.
He was an assassin, and he was trying to live as a normal guy.
But I'm saying that he wasn't a superhero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he didn't have a suit of armor, or he didn't have a superpower.
I don't know.
Like,
He has a bulletproof suit.
and so this was that's true. That comes, that's in the second one, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
spoilers. I haven't seen the second one.
Oh, you need to.
No, it's not really that.
Yeah.
It's not a sequel.
No,
or
you
anything.
gave it away. That's how the movie ends. And he's all like, and this suit, bulletproof.
And then there's a big battle.
Yeah.
And then you find out that John Wick is actually leading into a remake of Steel.
Yes.
Oh.
Real Steel.
Oh.
Hopefully we get
All right,
Shaq.
shut off the mic. Shut off his mic.
Hopefully we get Shaq
can do
back
that now.
for this.
Yeah. You got shafted, all right.
No, Shaq.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Not Shaft. Shaq.
No, Shaft. Gotcha.
Shaft is a different
Shaft.
series.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. So, but overall, they haven't diminished in entertainment value. I'll say that. So
I don't
I
know.
do want you guys to see it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put together a review for it.
As they go along, I'm just deciding that they're pretty much just gun porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's action porn.
Yeah.
Actually, you know
I'm
what?
gonna start using the word porn. In
when you
everything
say
now.
gun porn, it reminds me of Equilibrium.
Gun fu?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was total gun porn. I was like, oh my God. Flip that M16 from behind you. Just
and then Wanted when they did the curving bullets. Oh, man.
Wanted, total gun porn.
It's
Yeah.
even better.
My
Yeah.
God. Yeah. I would have splattered the same way that his brains did at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
I mean, he is Professor Xavier, so he's just using
I didn't
his.
see Wanted.
I enjoyed Wanted.
I'm gonna say I didn't want
did
to
too.
see it.
Oh.
It was not one of my most wanted films.
I
that
wanted
to see.
to.
Did they make a second one?
No. I was saying I wanted a sequel.
Gotcha.
I played the game, though, and that made me regret playing a game.
Yeah, just like playing Enter the Matrix.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
We want to be Neo. No, you're going to be Jada
Everyone
Pinkett
else.
Smith
You're going to be, yeah, exactly.
and the Asian guy.
That game was so
Ghost.
disappointing.
Ghost was his name.
You're forgetting that the Wachowskis actually had a hand in making that. So
Yeah. And
That
I
doesn't
get
mean
that
it'll be good.
It really did tie into the movie, but it didn't need to.
what was that one of the last games that Shiny Entertainment made?
I don't know. I didn't keep up on that.
I didn't know who did that, actually. I was like, what
Yeah.
was that not Tygon Studios?
Well, no, Shiny was the company that made games like Earthworm Jim, MDK. They made like a whole
Really?
bunch of games back in the day.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yeah, true. All right, so let's move on to our next topic. It looks like the Batman may have finally been casted, but there's a couple names kind of up in the air. Robert Pattinson and Nicholas Hoult. I wanted to see what you guys' thoughts on this was. This is a much younger Bruce Wayne.
I'm going to say it right here. Nicholas Hoult would make a great Dick Grayson.
You think so?
Just by the way
Robin?
he looks. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
I mean, he just looks more of that part to me.
Yeah, I get that. Robert Pattinson, I think, is one that I've kind of been keeping up with this online, and people actually aren't that mad at it. I've seen a lot of people kind of defending it, saying they're like, hey, he, beyond the
What else
Twilight,
has he done?
Beyond the Twilight movies, he's actually done a lot of like smaller projects.
Yeah.
And supposedly, like, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he is actually a good actor. In the movie Cosmopolis or Cosmopolis or whatever it was called.
I didn't get to see that.
You wouldn't like it.
Really?
Not one bit.
Robert Pattinson.
You would actually be really ticked off at that movie, which is
looking at
why I should let you borrow it. and
His
you should watch
filmography, and I don't know like any of these things.
it. He was.
Yeah,
in,
I'm trying to pull up his filmography now, too.
He was in a movie called Maps of the Stars. He was good in
Yeah.
that. What I saw.
He was in a bunch of
Water
Dior
for Elephants.
commercials.
Supposedly he did great in that. That's the one with what's her name from Titanic too, right?
Dior Homme, Intense City.
Sure.
It's the Cologne commercial.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, it's a
man.
Cologne commercial.
Queen of the Desert,
Remember Me? He was in that?
Maps of the Stars, The Rover. I don't know much of.
Yeah, he's done a lot of
Water for Elephants.
He's done
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
what I'm
of
saying.
smaller independent stuff because he didn't want to be tied to the
Twilight
to the
Saga.
Twilight series.
And I remember him
Too
actually, I
bad.
think, stating that in an interview.
Yeah, he pretty much turned his back on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What about Harry Potter? He turned his back on that too.
I think
did.
I actually have seen this. And I don't remember any of it.
and
What, Remember Me?
And
No,
you-
because Cosmopolis.
Oh.
Doesn't he have like a Jersey accent or something like that?
I think so, but like the entire movie is him in a limo
In the
going
limo.
around. Yeah,
Yeah. I think I've seen this.
and you would definitely hate that movie.
Really? I mean,
I'm-
if it's a character piece, you know what I mean? If it's him carrying a film, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, but the movie's weird.
You know,
Like
we'll see.
it's very weird. It's by David Cronenberg, the same guy that did The Fly,
yeah.
the Fly remake, and then he also did
Existence.
that and Videodrome.
Yep.
So
I loved Videodrome.
Videodrome's amazing.
See,
dude.
I loved Existence. I liked Videodrome. What was the other one? The Fly I thought was good. Fly 2, not so much.
Well, Fly 2 was Mick Garris.
No.
That's who directed that.
The thing is, at first when I heard it, I was
actually,
like, "What?"
no, Mick Garris wrote it. The special effects guy, Chris Wallace,
I was
actually
about to say-
directed.
yeah, that makes more sense.
directed it.
You were going to say?
At first, when I first heard about it, I was like, "What the heck, man?" Because the only thing I know him is from Twilight. But I was also hesitant with Batfleck, and I'm kind of sad that he's gone. So maybe, just maybe.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping this is prequel to Ben Affleck.
I'm really
Batman.
hoping it is prequel too, because if it's not, how are they going to explain you look way younger now?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, he has. It's not strong, but he has somewhat similar facial features to Ben Affleck in a way. I can kind of see
The
it.
jawline.
Yeah, I can see
I
it
can
a
agree
little
with
bit. Um,
I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm with you, Marvin. Ben Affleck, I had zero faith in. So like,
yeah. Everyone
eventually
kept
I ate
saying
my
Daredevil.
words. Yeah, and it was
which
all
is a
like,
good movie.
Yeah. I wanna hit you
Dude,
sometimes.
I really don't. I'm being serious. I'm being serious right now. I actually like Daredevil.
No, I don't. I hated that movie. But as
Michael
Batman,
Clark Duncan,
he did a
dude, he
great-
got his legs broken.
Jennifer
did a-
Garner.
he did a great
Being
job
weird.
as
She
Batman.
and dude, she got her legs broken too.
And to this day, what's his name that played Batman in Tim Burton's
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's still my favorite Batman of all time overall, but my favorite Batman scene, hands down, is the warehouse fight scene in
that scene was a
Batman v
cool
Superman.
Batman depiction.
Oh man, I love that whole
Goes on a
bit.
murder.
See,
Yeah.
Kevin
Murder
Conroy
spree.
is my
Yo.
Batman, but it's just the voice.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I'm saying real life person. No, you're right. When you think the voice, that is who
Yeah,
you think.
I
of.
hear Batman speak, and it's Kevin Conroy.
Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. But as far as film adaptation, it's
Swear to
definitely Michael Keaton. Yeah. And what's funny is that I think up until that point, it was the scene where Batman is taking down all the cops in The Dark Knight. Like, I love that scene because when you go back and watch it, you're like, man, he is putting in some work
Yeah.
here, trying to make sure that he kills
No
none
one.
of these guys,
Yeah.
and he's trying to take them down. And it was, I thought, so well choreographed. But then when I saw the warehouse scene, I was just like, oh my god! And it feels fluid, like. Some fight scenes in anything you watch, like you can see, like, oh, they cut, and here's where like action. But in that, it was like, oh no, you could see where the other guys were running up on him behind, and then so whenever a shot changes or whatever, like it just feels like everything was happening.
Dude,
I
in
gotta
that
rewatch
warehouse.
that scene to see how badly they edit it.
Yeah,
So I'm totally with you on that. I actually enjoyed Affleck's Batman. He was good. I mean, he was crawling along ceilings and stuff.
Yeah, like
that
Spider-Man,
was the only thing, man. I was,
Yeah.
and
or
I
like a
remember,
terrible horror movie.
Yeah, so of course my expectations were low as hell. I go into the theaters to watch the movie, and then that scene happens where he like slinkies across the roof, across the ceiling, and I was like, oh, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah, it was bad.
I was mad, but they
As you should be.
It was good. Anyways,
it was a great scene. I like no joke. I actually enjoyed it.
yeah,
I like that part.
I at the end of this, honestly, I think Batman overall, I think has been casted pretty well.
Yeah.
I liked Christian Bale as Batman. I like Michael Keaton. I like Ben Affleck. So, I mean, at this point, it's all like, yo, there's a strong history there.
The only issue I have with Christian
Bale... Not
Bale...
so much Adam West, but that's because I didn't like that campy thing.
I didn't
Nothing against campy... Or not campy West. Nothing against Adam West's acting whatsoever. But either way, I think a strong show out. So, sure, give me whoever as Batman at this point.
Yeah, the only thing in Christian Bale, I just didn't think he had the physique. Because Ben Affleck had the physique where he was just a huge dude. No.
Everyone in that universe is huge now.
Yeah.
DCU.
Yeah, well, if we're going to go with physique, I mean, Michael Keaton didn't either.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He was a tiny guy. Isn't Michael Keaton only like 5'4"?
Yeah. You want to get nuts?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know, man. So Robert Pattinson, like I said, I'm interested to see. He's a tall guy too, isn't he?
I don't know.
Like 6 something.
I don't know.
And then I had read a couple things where people were like, "Oh, well, how built is he?" And I'm like, dude, any one of them can go hit the gym for the next 6 months and come out ripped and bulked up.
But it doesn't matter because this isn't like experienced Batman. This is like earlier days Batman.
Gotcha.
Which is where I think they can kind of get away with it. Like,
Yeah,
seeing that picture,
6'1".
I think he can kind of be like a Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I mean,
at least it's not Taylor Lautner. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God, he's Shark Boy. He can't be Batman.
Yeah,
I mean, with that picture you showed that you showed us, I'm like, yeah, he looks like a jerk. Yeah. He could definitely be Bruce Wayne.
He can be Bruce. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it. Our next topic here, you guys are actually a fan of this film. I got to be honest, I've never watched it all, but The Dark Crystal.
God, it's been forever since I've seen it though.
It's good. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, but it's good.
This is the one with what's his name?
Scary kids movie.
Is this the one with the musician?
No.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. That is what I'm thinking. Thank you so much.
But I can see that because they're both Jim Henson productions.
Labyrinth.
Who is yeah. And this is with what's her name in it, right?
Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly. I love her.
Why would you have that on DVD, dude?
Because
the Criterion Collection isn't out yet.
It was my dad had bought it,
and it's 30th anniversary. Hater.
And I took it.
Nice.
Good reason.
Yeah.
I don't
Good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not stepping on. Like,
it's the 30th anniversary. I don't know why. He probably got it in like the $5 bin.
Yeah, he probably found it. There was no reason to like.
I'm just tying a lot more to it than necessary.
Exactly.
No.
Doesn't matter.
But see that, I get it.
Yeah.
No, the Blu-ray of it looks outstanding, and I would imagine the 4K looks even better.
Yeah. I finally got to watch some 4K on my new TV, by the way.
Pornography?
It's so pretty. No.
Oh.
I should.
Yeah?
Were you doing like iTunes or something?
No. Vudu actually lets you watch it.
In 4K?
Yeah, on my TV because it's got the Roku and everything like all built in. And so sure enough, like I actually went to the settings option and it was all like, I mean, you can watch it in HD or HDX and up. And I was all like, why isn't this the default?
Yeah.
And sure enough, like it is that like real sharp image, and I was all like, okay, I need to get a 4K Apple TV.
Yeah,
soon.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah. Anyways, that's off topic.
But I'm gonna say disc looks better.
Oh, does it?
It does.
Laserdisc.
I agree.
Laserdisc actually did have a higher fidelity.
We still do have to track down a Laserdisc player, right? Isn't that something we said a couple episodes ago?
I thought it was a beta, but
beta also had a better. Higher fidelity than VHS,
really?
But Sony didn't want to.
No. But I was looking into buying a beta player, and they're expensive.
They are.
Yeah.
It's more than I want to spend.
Live studio audience says, shoulder shrug.
She says, let's buy a beta player, Marvin.
Dark Crystal, though, is coming to Netflix finally on August 30th. I'm interested to see what this looks like, and I'll probably watch the movie before.
So they're getting that. They're getting Rocko's Modern Life, and they're getting Invader Zim.
Totally makes up for
Invader Zim, the movie, right?
Yeah,
like
the movie.
The movie.
Totally makes up for all that Disney stuff they lost.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I mean, with Invader Zim, I'm gonna say I totally want to see Invader Zim. That is Gur is my favorite animated character of all time.
Never watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. And I'm about to dive into what's this one?
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
It better be.
Yeah, I'm still making my way through that. But the Rick and Morty, that's another one that I finally added on. I saw it on your Vudu.
Yeah.
And I was all like,
all 3 seasons
yep.
are on
I was
there.
all like, I guess I'll have to watch that because Rick and Morty's coming back right at the end of the year.
Yeah, it is.
So.
It's actually next Tuesday.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see you next Tuesday.
What?
Wow.
What?
Low hanging fruit.
Thank you.
I like it.
And with that being said, let's talk a little bit more about Netflix. They're also coming to E3 this year.
Vulgar.
They said that. Thanks. They said that they're coming to talk about turning their originals into games.
Bandersnatch.
So, I mean, Bandersnatch is a game, but
It is a game.
what is No. What's this other one? Stranger Things. I think they're talking about that one.
They already
being on
have
the
a game.
forefront.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
that mobile one or whatever.
It's also coming out for
the
Switch.
Yeah, but that's because that's an easy Switch. Got it?
Ba-boom.
Thank you. You look like.
Go home, Roger.
Oh wow! Really, sister? Anyways, I should have left. I shouldn't have said sister, and see if anyone could have guessed what that was. That would have been good.
I'll hit you another one. Go home, Steve.
Go. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't say this one.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, you want another one? Go home, Jazz.
Was that a thing in the 90s?
I was gonna say because I actually don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
I
Really?
don't.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, you get tossed on the
I
lawn.
was about to say the white guy, huh?
Mmm.
Here's a hint. Oh, come on, live studio audience.
Okay.
I guess I can't
But
blame it on
see-
the white thing.
Oh.
But the thing is that I only watched a little bit of that, dude. It was what, a NBC show?
No, I know. We're just.
Bing, bing, bing.
It was. Just, it's more funny whenever we turn it into a black-white thing.
Okay.
But live studio audience guessed it, so
Yeah.
she negated the racial
Vindicated.
part of it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they don't
Damn
know.
it.
They don't know her race.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
You just gave it away though.
I just drew a blank. I was gonna make some sort of joke, and it just fell apart.
Good job, Marvin. Right when we needed you most. Anyways, so this whatever, man. They're coming to E3, but and they're actually talking about like creating games from the ground up. So
More power to them,
yeah, I feel like
because they'll be eclipsed by Final Fantasy VII Remake.
True. Didn't another studio like try this and it didn't pan out quite well? I'm trying to remember who.
Disney?
No, you know what I'm thinking of? Was it Del Toro that he actually tried to team up with?
Oh, with Hideo Kojima for and then
but he
Konami was
actually
like,
did.
nope. Oh, he did, but Konami nixed everything.
Konami, that's
That was that they were banned or whatever from it.
No, they just said they're gonna not do that, and then they fired Hideo Kojima.
Oh,
The PT.
You're talking about
Yeah.
Silent
Hill.
Hills.
Yep.
and then
But they're
It was
working on
Silent
the next whatever it's called.
yeah, whatever that is together.
Yeah, I forgot what it was
That's gonna
called.
be interesting.
Whenever it comes out.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Eventually.
it's like, let's see if we want the fans to guess which is gonna actually come out first: Hideo Kojima's next game or the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's up in the air. Will it be in our lifetimes? Will it be before the Machine Wars?
Will it be before the next Game of Thrones book is written?
I know, right?
Dude, we're
Throw that one in the ring too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so-
all of it's coming out the same year.
So weirdest thing about that is because when I saw that one trailer and I saw that
Death Stranding, I think. it
Yes,
was.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what it is. Thank you.
When I saw the
I'm
trailer,
like, it's
for
two
that,
words that don't go
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I saw Guillermo del Toro, and I was there like, is that who
Yeah.
I think it is? And
They got-
and I actually had to look it up. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, no way.
Norman Reedus.
what's his name? Yeah,
Guillermo
Norman.
del Toro and
Yeah.
the other guy who played Hannibal.
Because Del Toro looks.
What was the guy who played Hannibal?
Looks spooked.
What is
Mads
his name?
Mikkelsen.
Mads
Mads
Mikkelsen, yeah.
I thought it was Mikkelsen.
Mickelson.
Mickelson.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Michelob.
Light.
Mads Michelob.
Michelob Ultralight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? All right. Well, good for him. Chris Rock is teaming up with Lionsgate to redo the Saw films.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, we had a pretty heavy discussion about this last episode about the Saw films,
All
and
right.
here we go a week later.
And I just want to say, I've
Chris
seen
Rock.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I was never a huge fan of watching it because it was on NBC. I was a primarily ABC viewer when I was growing up.
Gotcha.
Okay. as you went to Little Caesars.
I was a UPN kid.
Oopin.
Yep.
Little
Open.
Caesars.
44. WTOG.
That's right. Yeah.
I was a Fox Kids
Oh,
type
really?
guy, yeah. Eat the cat.
Yeah.
Because of Goosebumps.
Yeah, I remember some of that.
Actually, I think it might have
Watch the
stopped.
movies. You hate life.
What?
Yeah, over here, like Fox Kids went away. They stopped broadcasting it in the area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did they show instead?
We just didn't have anything. It was some other channel.
Oh.
I was very sad because I wanted to see more Digimon. But
Digimon.
yeah.
Way better than Pokemon. And we'll have our Pokemon Detective Pikachu review in a little bit here.
Yeah.
But
Digimon, gotta catch them all.
gotta
Right?
catch 'em
Yes.
all.
Digimon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time to duel.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And then you threw in whatchamacallit. Well done. So with Chris Rock actually kind of throwing out the Saw movies, you interested in this at all, Adam?
Sure.
You think it'll be better in Saw 7?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
of
that-
those.
It might bring you back in?
I mean, Saw 7 didn't exactly turn me off to the series. It's just I didn't make it to the theater to see Jigsaw. But with that said,
I'm going to have to listen to the last episode to see if it turned you off of the series. Wait, I got to get the direct quote.
Oh, so
Saw, like, it wasn't that they're like, you know what?
you joked about Saw 6 pulled you out and Saw 7 pulled you
Put-
in and then
yeah.
Saw
Put-
7 pushed you back
put,
out.
Yeah.
push me back out, but
Yeah.
it's not that I didn't want to see any more in the franchise. It's just that Saw
Gotcha.
7 was a big letdown.
Jigsaw looked terrible.
Jigsaw was not
Jigsaw's a
bad
Punisher
what I saw
enemy.
of it, but it's very choppy with the editing, and I'm not a fan of that style. Like, it's like the music video crap,
Yeah.
and it's jarring because it's not like the original Saw films.
Gotcha.
This is done like in daylight,
Oh, okay.
and so it's jarring. It's just like a weird
Like the
mix.
movie?
Mm-hmm.
The,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot in the
Stallone's out
movie
there.
that's very bright and vibrant. What I saw of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I
Saw.
do remember like someone in like a glass cage out in public. Maybe that's a different movie. Maybe that's Saw 7.
That was Saw 7.
It was Saw 7.
Yeah, Saw
Okay.
7 is where they started doing stuff in the daytime
Yeah.
and in public of where everybody could view
Boo.
it.
You know, I think with
Lame.
Chris Rock actually getting behind this, it might be interesting.
So is he writing, directing? What's he doing?
It just says teaming up, and it's a reboot. So it's
Oh,
not
like it's a straight up reboot?
yeah.
Then I'm not interested.
So it's going to be like the dark, twisted version of Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was gonna say if it was a continuation, I'm more game to that.
Oh, really?
But
No,
the,
no.
But the
This
reboot stuff,
Nope. This is a reboot starting from scratch, and I'm okay with that.
well, you're not a fan, so.
Ooh, he says you're not a real fan.
That's
Which-
true.
which-
That's true.
I was gonna say you're not.
Not a
so,
real
I mean,
fan.
it's not.
I was a fan until they lost me.
Yeah.
After the 7th film, I guess. 7 movies later, and I'm like, I'm not a fan anymore.
You don't even look like the guy in our logo anymore. It's like I don't even know you.
They're talking about my bald head.
Yeah, he shaved his head. Everybody,
Yeah.
Anyways, there was
but he didn't shave the beard.
no, the beard stays. The last little bit here that I wanted to touch on was the Black Widow movie. There's a rumor out there that it takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. You know, the part of the MCU that I still care nothing about.
And where she's still alive.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Whoa.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Whatever, man. At this point, if they haven't, if they did it to themselves.
It's your fault
Yeah.
that I just spoiled it.
Yep, that's
Congrats.
exactly it. I blame it on you.
Hopefully you're happy with
I wonder
yourself.
if that sounds like when they're listening and they're just like, "Oh my God, he was talking to me."
I'm
It's
not-
Keith's fault.
No,
You-
Keith knows who he
Yeah,
but,
is.
Yeah.
but I'm
It's all
sure
your fault,
Marvin.
Keith.
I'm sure Marvin can edit this. That he can add like an echo to it. And be
To
like,
everything.
You
completely surrounded. Like, oh my God, he's talking to me. Yep.
just
Anyways.
put it to different channels. Just hear, you.
Yeah.
That'll
It'd
hurt.
be like the old school IMAX things,
yeah,
like where
that's
they'd be
right.
like,
We're
"We're
over
over here."
Yeah.
Over here. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
3D audio.
Let's move on to the last big thing here because this was a lot of fun. This is going to be a spoiler-filled review of Pokemon Detective Pikachu. That's the actual title of that film.
Oh, yeah.
The
So you know
Digimon
what it is.
saga.
Yeah, like they had to let you know. I didn't quite get that, but okay. And I'm trying to pull up the synopsis for the film here for those that are uninitiated.
Oh,
What
well,
is
let's go
going
ahead
on?
and say goodbye to everyone if they're just going to tune out because they don't want to spoil Detective
I'm
Pikachu.
pretty sure.
Take it
but,
easy, everybody.
But if any of you are checking out, remember, guys, you can find us on inouronestopinion.com. We are also on on Instagram at whatever, man. All our links are there.
MySpace, all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
Facebook.
just wherever you can consume
Catalibro.
podcasts.
And everywhere
there.
you can download. Yep. So remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We love all of your input and feedback.
Seriously, we better get on that MySpace before somebody steals it from us.
They really will. They'll put a bunch of obscene takings.
No one's really going to mess with MySpace.
Everyone's gonna do it.
It's like, effort, no.
Dude, I just laid that giant cake right there.
Yeah. Cake is a lie.
You know what we forgot? The cake.
People are gonna jump all
I
over
love
for
that
that.
game. My kids are mad at me because they haven't played it yet.
Oh, what? You haven't let them play it?
Because I have it on. I have the PS3 copy.
Yeah.
But it's not backwards compatible on PS4.
Oh.
I don't have PS3 anymore.
Well, this was a triumph.
Yep.
I'm sure it's pretty cheap digitally anyways.
But before we get lost, remember all that fun stuff, guys. Thank you so much for listening. And for those of you who are going to go ahead and stick around for the ride, Detective Pikachu is a film directed by Rob Letterman, and it tells the story of
Pikachu.
What's his name? Plot.
Not Ash.
No,
Justice
not
Smith.
No, what is his name actually?
In the movie?
Yeah,
Justice Smith. It was like something Harris.
Tim.
It was Ash, right?
No. Red?
It's Tim.
Is it Tim?
Yeah, Tim Goodman,
Oh,
a 21-year-old insurance salesman who's given up Pokemon training due to the death of his mother and the absence of his father. While hanging out with his friend, he learns that his father has died in a crash and heads to Rhyme City to find out what happened.
Yeah, because Rhyme City, all the Pokemon they're partners.
Yep.
They could be free.
So, you guys, did you guys enjoy Pokemon Detective
I did.
Pikachu? Yeah.
I did.
It was fun.
I played the game of Who's That Pokemon
Did you?
as we were just going through the movie.
Did you notice that Takapoo was in there?
Takapoo?
Wow.
Yeah, he was in the scene.
Wow.
I don't care. I'm rolling with it.
Wow.
I don't care.
How long did you hold on to that? How long did you
At
hold
least-
into Take a Poo?
Another week. At least 2 weeks.
2 weeks it's been brewing.
Yeah. Figures. That's
Yeah.
why it sticks.
We sunk so low.
Yeah. Talk about low-hanging
That's
fruit.
three. Exactly. That's 3 poop jokes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
This is going down the toilet.
Sweet Jesus. I just want to crush it all. Brickarys. So this, I thought it had great world building here. Like, as the movie went on, that whole, like, who's that Pokemon or whatever, they were everywhere. Everywhere. They were on signs. They were in the background, foreground, running across things like
Crossing guards.
Yeah, there were Pokemon everywhere, and I wasn't mad at it. I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yeah.
You guys play
the working with Pokemon I thought was pretty funny.
the grumpy what was the Pokemon with the chief?
Oh, that was a Snubble.
Snubble.
Yeah,
That.
well, they were like firefighters and stuff.
Yeah.
The Squirtles. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I did. It reminded me of the joy I got. And I think we've covered this maybe in season 1. But the only Pokemon game that I played like through multiple times, Pokemon Snap.
Oh, yeah. The game was like 15 minutes long.
Exactly. Ridiculous. And then especially once you know where everything is and what to do, it's just all like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
And so it was fun.
Never
just like,
played it.
Really?
Yeah.
It is.
I played
it's a fun waste of time.
Gen 1. Then I played, I think, a little bit of Gen 7.
Oh, really?
And then Gen 5.
Any of these red blue titles?
Red and blue was all
Blue.
I played.
It was. I played a little bit of Pearl, and then I played a little bit of Moon.
Gotcha. Hey,
red
quite a
and
bit.
blue,
No.
and I played yellow. And then I tried to play silver and gold, and then that's when you had to breed them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just breed everything with Ditto, so you can get what you want.
Yeah, and
That's funny.
And they started with that breeding thing. And I was like,
There was a Ditto in this one too. So what
Not
I
doing
liked
it.
is that because I'm not too familiar beyond the original 151 Pokemon.
Yeah. They're only close to 1,000 now.
Yeah, exactly. The
No,
unknown and all
or
that other
more.
crap. Like, but it was nice to see that there were so many there that like even I could like spot them and be like, oh, it was really cool watching like this like really animated or 3D like version of the character that seemed. I'm going to use this word like loosely here, but believable, in that world. But
Yeah,
you
like
can
Sonic.
tell, you can tell they dumped all their money though into Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because he
was
hands
adorable.
down, he really was.
I just wanted to squish his face.
Well,
When he looks sad, and the way his eyebrows furrowed, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just want to squish his cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
like he was the best looking one, but I'm in disagreement that you're saying like the other ones were slighted. I thought everything looked great.
No, there were some though that I thought looked off, and granted, I can't name any of them now because we watched this opening weekend.
Describe
or whatever. Yeah. It ends with Amon, and it repeats its name over and over again.
That's like none of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
That's Digimon that you're referring
Oh,
to.
that's right. You're right. Oh,
Yes.
Amon.
Got him.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Digimon. Digimon.
Yeah.
Champion.
Try again,
Anyways.
Chief.
But some of them did. Like they looked off. Like when you saw the Squirtles earlier on, I thought they looked good. But then the scene later on where they wash up on shore or whatever, like those didn't look like rendered, fully. Like they didn't look as solid. And
Pretty
so
sure it looked great to me.
They looked fine to me.
not to me.
But
But it was
You
like
just
some
hate
of them where it
Pokemon.
was just all like, not
picking at the Pokemon again.
not as great looking here. Whereas I couldn't find any.
You saw that Magikarp. You saw how it was rendered perfect.
Yeah, that was cool. How he runs up and kicks it, and nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, just boom.
Yeah.
They
Comes
spent,
Gyarados.
spent a lot of money. Where those things are named? The dudes that were the giant Pokemon.
Yeah.
The turtles, the huge
What are their names?
Oh, that was
Tortuga.
Tortuga.
Yeah,
I can't
the island
remember.
Tortuga.
I can't remember what they were called. It's like right there.
Yeah. It's a really easy name. Psyduck was all right. Psyduck was one that kept like when I read reviews before I went to go watch the movie, everyone was all like, "Psyduck steals the show," and I was like, "Not so much."
He was entertaining.
Yeah.
Just because,
Torterra.
Just
Yeah.
because of them trying to keep him calm, I thought that was entertaining.
Yeah. It was, but that was the good like running gag between like
Yeah, I mean, like his
Pikachu and
his
him
saying
and
that with like you
Mime.
like you have a bomb strapped in the car or whatever. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. That was. What's his name as the voice?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. I thought he did a good job.
That was good.
Yeah. I thought it would be distracting, but no. I thought he actually he did really well there.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was like Deadpool in a Pikachu shell.
Yeah. Not as many curse words.
For me, it was like two guys, a girl in a pizza place, and a Pikachu shell.
Wow. Okay.
It was
a really
it was
old
like that
reference.
episode of the
What did
X
that get, like,
Files that
2
he's only in
seasons?
the beginning of, and he gets killed.
It was like Blade Trinity, but
No, let's not do that. So, did any of you guys catch the movie?
It was just
playing
like the movie Just Friends.
the-
that was my next one.
I watched that.
That was my next
2 weeks
one.
ago. Did any of you guys catch the detective movie playing on the TV?
Yeah, from
when
Home Alone.
From Home Alone, yeah. I thought that was a great Easter egg. I was all like, "Hey, what's the line here? You filthy animal."
Yeah.
Right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. One of the things, and I want to know if you guys actually. That's funny. The Magikarp thing's on my list of notes here, but we'll get back to that. You guys may have been able to call this early on. I wasn't, right? So the fact that they didn't show you the dad's face, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be a cameo. And so I knew it was going to be a big actor because I'm like, that's obviously for a big reveal. But I never once thought it would be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I was actually surprised by that.
I didn't expect it.
Didn't see it? Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure like I wasn't going crazy because
It was
I commend them
actually
for
a
interracial
cool
stuff.
surprise.
yeah, maybe that that didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
I think it was more that Ryan Reynolds just doesn't look like he'd have a son that age to me.
I mean, I know about interracial
Yeah,
relationships.
true. But I was surprised, and a couple things I read, they were like, oh, it was really obvious early on, and for me, I was all like, no, I mean, it was obvious it was going to be a big reveal, because again, every moment that a camera spun around or the body flipped and it would move, and it was all like, okay, so who's this? Like, who's it gonna be? You know what I mean? Like, is the creator of Pokemon? Like, is it like?
It was actually surprising.
Guillermo del Toro. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
That's my son.
Yeah.
I seriously,
Jesse Eisenberg.
I'm just saying, like, I would love for it to be Guillermo del Toro, especially with his accent and everything.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious.
Yeah,
that's good. I did enjoy the Magikarp thing. I ended up putting on here the fact that he would just like kick them and nothing happens for a split second. I laughed because I was all like, he is like technically useless, right? Was like always a running joke.
Oh yeah, he had to splash and that was it.
Yeah.
But I think one of my favorite scenes though was the battle of Blastoise versus Gengar because they're two of my favorites, and it was just awesome seeing that.
Yeah. It was a good scene. Charizard, I thought was a good
man. Forget Charizard.
Whatchamacallit, little chase.
And by the way, I actually had red version, so I had a Charizard.
Of course you did. Not surprised. Try hard.
Come
at me, bro.
I was in a fairly packed theater, and I couldn't help but burst out laughing when Pikachu started singing the song from the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gone. That was well done. I thought it was a great little nod.
Yeah.
I
definitely he's all crying and everything.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah. It was I was in a good group in the theater also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good vibe. And what's funny is that most people were my age.
Yeah.
And they had like the Pokemon gear. They had the stuffed animals. People were yelling out, "Who has a Mewtwo card?" Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's cool. That would have been nice to see.
I mean, it was. I was surprised to see Mewtwo being
utilized.
The good guy.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. I'm like, oh, there he is, being a jerk again.
Yeah. And so I did think that they were gonna go like the Pokemon, the first movie or whatever.
Yeah.
He was gonna be the bad guy.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I expected this to go.
Seeing clone Pikachu slap real Pikachu in the face.
And so here's where this is my last note on it all. Right? Is that honestly, I wasn't a fan of the story. I actually thought the story itself felt kind of flat. Kind of just run of the mill. I didn't like the whole him jumping into their heads to control them or whatever. I did like the Batman nod, the gas coming out of the balloons or whatever.
That's exactly what I said. I turned to Nicole and I said about it. I'm like, what is this, Batman?
Yeah, exactly. Releasing the gas, the laughing gas on the whole city or whatever.
For me,
and I was just waiting for the Prince music to show up.
For me, it was an old Smash Brothers stage of Poke Floats.
Joker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The stupid dance.
Yeah.
But
it felt like an episode to me.
Did it?
Yeah. A long form episode.
I wondered how the story kind of went for you guys, because even though I thought it was bad, it didn't detract. It didn't take away the entertainment value from the film.
No.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that I didn't exactly love the movie, but the movie was entertaining enough, and it was
getting the Steelbook,
and it was charming enough, with the way the whole thing was done.
Yeah,
it was like, you know what, I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I completely agree. There he is. Oh, and he's got the little angry face on him too.
He's ticked.
Yeah.
he's ready to set me on
just say it.
Ready to set me on electrocution.
Yeah.
That's
exactly totally ruined that.
He's gonna use Volt Tackle. Seriously.
Oh, is that what that is?
Volt Tackle is one of the best moves. They went over the whole thing.
He goes,
come on, guys.
Yeah, sorry. But I totally recommend this film. You guys?
Yeah. If you're a fan of Pokemon, you'll like it.
Yeah. I honestly,
it's a video game movie.
I think even if you're not, I think you'll get some sort of joy out of watching it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was cutesy enough, funny enough that even if you're not familiar with the Pokemon world, I think you'd enjoy the film. Unless you're the live studio audience.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You agree with that as well?
Yeah. I think it's enjoyable even if you have no knowledge of Pokemons and Pikachus and
Pokemon
and Agumons
and Mr. Mimes and all kinds of things.
And Ken Ichijoji.
Who?
It's Digimon.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know that name even a little bit.
I mean, it's one of those things.
One of the best Digimon champions ever.
Ken Ichijoji. By the way, the one question for you guys: the R, Did any of you guys think Team Rocket when you saw it?
Oh yeah,
On the
it was
vial?
definitely
Yeah.
a nod to Team Rocket.
And I was like, really? No Team Rocket? Okay.
One thing should be
But they're
said
more
about
Kanto region, Pallet-town
the
stuff.
girl, the reporter.
Yeah.
She was terrible at the start. Like her
Yeah.
acting
Her-
was bad. Like it
Her
was a little
over the
bit better.
top campy.
It was
acting.
a little better as the movie went on, but her with the way she first showed up, I'm like, really?
I'm the whatever, and I'm here to scoop out a story or whatever the
Yeah.
heck.
Yeah, it was like really bad.
The Psyduck acted well though.
Yeah, better than her, that's for sure.
Psyduck, he did a good job.
He was a better actor.
Yeah, hands down. So, anyways, yeah, definitely, I recommend it. The Ioho team recommends it for sure. So, if you wanted to hear our thoughts on it before you went to see it, then we hope you enjoy it.
I mean, it's still in theaters. If you have kids, definitely take them to go see it.
Take 'em.
I mean, it's a good like safe movie. Like
It
there's-
is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few off-color jokes.
No, I don't think it's bad enough to
Like,
detract. I've got a 5-year-old, and I don't
mean,
let them watch anything too risque. But
I know, but there was like something that adults would pick up. Was there like a masturbation joke
I think there
in
was.
the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
Yeah. I mean,
Don't
they all do
everybody.
that at some point. SpongeBob does it too.
Yeah.
Like,
really?
everyone does it. It's normal.
Yeah.
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 That's right. And with the everyone masturbates comment, I'm going to say that's all we got for you tonight.
Yeah.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening.
He's waiting for this episode to be over.
Yeah, right. Remember, guys, innerhonestopinion.com for all the links and all the fun stuff so that way you can keep up to date on it all. We are going to be recording I guess they'll be getting it a couple days after this episode, right?
Saw
Game
episode.
of Thrones.
Oh.
Oh, that too, yeah. If you guys would watch like all of Saw, I would totally go do that. A Saw like revisit.
I've already seen it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not,
I'm talking about the
I
other.
probably won't do it.
No.
I'll watch Airplane 1 and 2.
There you go. You'll enjoy that. There's boobs in one of those. Did you get them? Oh, no, Obama.
The first one, by the way.
Oh, is that what it was? All right, cool.
Yeah. Just randomly on the plane.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, what? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, all right, cool.
Chick like runs by the camera and she's
Boobs.
topless for
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
reason.
Anyways, we are going to be recording a Game of Thrones series review. So all 8 seasons, including all of the topics that is on the tip of everyone's tongue this passing week. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on our Instagram. I am Will. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. And I'm going to shout out an apology real quick to Opus Garza. I know you've got some comments on our YouTube. We'll get you on the next episode, brother. You can always find me on Twitter at KryptonsWill.
You can find me at the Artful Chat.
That's so cute.
And you can find me at Adam_analyzes.
Yeah.
Underscore FBGM.
And you can always head over to Adam
That's old
Analyzes.
school.
Yeah.
That's old school.
No, Adam's going
AdamAnalyzes.com.
to amend it.
Oh, he's going to put
Yeah.
Adam_analyzes
Underscore
FBGM.
FB, yeah.
2 underscores.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be way too many underscores.
Hey, man,
Too
it's
many
all right.
underscores. Yeah, I think the Outcrowd has that many underscores, don't they? The underscore out, underscore crowd. Underscore.
Really?
Okay, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So if you guys are listening, confirm that for us. I appreciate it. And AdamAnalyzes.com. That's a thing. So,
Woot.
to listen to all of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lycos, go get it.
Good night. What? No, I'm
Yeah.
out. Have a good night, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
That was a good callback. See ya.
Cheers.